Okay.
Tell I don't get dressed for the camera, can't you?
Yeah. So we'll try again. Because the first attempt didn't go well.
Wasn't my fault this time.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I was dressed. First time.
Yeah, fully dressed. Yeah. Right, okay. We'll start from the start. Howdy! Welcome to the video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We're doing a chitty chatty one because we've had a bit of a disaster. We were going through a lock near Rembury, and unfortunately, due to no fault of my own, Debbie dropped the camera in the canal. And we had like a month and a half's worth of footage on the camera because I'm a bit lazy and didn't bother downloading it. So, unfortunately, you will not be seeing any of the highlights of our trip through the Trent and Mersey and other things, places, because it's all at the bottom of the canal at the minute.
Yes.
Now, I was pretty... You were quite mortified, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
I
believe I'd done it.
I had about 2 seconds of, I'm really angry about this. And then I sort of thought, oh, well, there we are, it's gone. It didn't really bother me that much. And I did think at the time, maybe that's where we should end it.
Yeah.
But then we decided not to. Well, I decided not to anyway.
I just don't do it anyway, so...
So, you can tell it's winter because Debbie's got fire on. It's 20-something degrees in here. It's too hot for me.
Look, I've come off nights. I'm knackered because I've not slept.
I'm hot. I've got long pants on. My knees are sweating.
I always go cold, though, when I'm tired.
I know. Anyway, other than that, so what this video is going to be is just a brief recap of where we went, who we met, where we ended up after the disaster, and where we'll be going from here. So let's start with some memories.
Yeah, all right.
So where you left us last, we were just doing a recce for our next mooring spot near in
Excuse me.
Acton Bridge, Weaverham. We were on that stretch of canal there. Absolutely gorgeous stretch of canal, that. Great moorings. Not brilliant for parking, but it's okay. If you don't need to park there, well worth the trip. A couple of days here and lovely place. So we did that. Then we moored. We travelled all the way up towards Orchard Marina, I think it is, through Anderton, all the way up through Rudheath to Orchard Marina. And then we thought, we're going to go down the Anderton boat lift and go on the River Weaver. So it was sort of like oh, come on, let's just go and do it. We did.
I'm going to have a coughing fit.
You're going to have a coughing fit, love. We're both full of cold at the moment because I don't know why, it's just been one of them really bad colds, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sticking, it's lingering.
Yeah, it's a lingering one. So, so we did the tunnels. We come through Preston Brook, so we did the next two tunnels, which I really should have sat down and got the names of. Saltersford Tunnel, which I like a lot. It's one of my favourite tunnels, that. And the other one is Barnton Tunnel. That's the one where that young lass in the purple boat started shouting at people because they were going too slow. Well, that was years ago, though, not this time.
Funny.
Not this time. It was quite funny, that one. So we did all that. We skipped by Anderton boat lift, went to Rudheath, then turned back, and there was a lovely mooring spot, though, Marbury Park, wasn't there? We had a week there, and it was crap for solar.
Which one was that?
That was that one right next to. It was before Anderton boat lift. After the. What was it? No, it was after Anderton. Sorry, it was after Anderton.
Oh, in the wooded area.
Yeah, lovely.
Sorry.
Lovely area. Really enjoyed that mooring. It was quite nice. It was nice. It was a nice mooring. So we did that, and then we decided we would go back to the boat lift and go down onto the River Weaver. We'd heard stories that it was going to shut. It wasn't going to shut. We didn't know. It is now apparently shut. I think it's shut. The end of this. Yeah, they're shutting it for a month to do maintenance stuff. Opening again just before Christmas, I think. Really enjoyed that. We got some spectacular footage of us. All sorts of angles on the. Oh, and it's all gone now. It's playing to the fishes. Pike are watching me. I was too goddamn. Anyway.
Don't make me laugh because I just cough.
So we went down. We went onto the River Weaver. We cruised all the way to Dutton Lock, but we didn't go through Dutton Lock. We turned round and moored near Acton Bridge for like a week. A couple of spots down there, and it was stunning.
It was lovely.
And the weather wasn't brilliant, but the river wasn't flowing very fast.
Shout out to Paul with the stunning.
Yes. Marvellous. Now it's going to be marvellous. It's a marvellous view. So then we went back towards Saltersford Locks. We moored just outside Saltersford Locks for a day or two while we did some work and what have you. And then went back up towards Anson and up the bridge, and then we hightailed it back towards Rudheath, eventually ending up off. We went through Middlewich, we went through the single locks, didn't we? They were a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, because we've been doing double locks for so long, and then you were doing, I can't remember why you were doing the locks, and honest to God, he just let the water come right in, so I was thrashed right to back.
Yeah.
And
then it
so
sprang
I
forward,
was,
didn't it?
yeah. So I was having to rev a bit just to get.
Yeah. Crumbs, there was a lot of revving going on.
Yeah, but
And
I never said anything, didn't complain or anything.
Your
And
skipper,
then,
it's
as
your
soon as
responsibility.
I was opening, you,
Well,
I was like, I'm doing exactly the same as what you were doing with
Yeah.
me.
Well, I'm the skipper. I'm supposed to tell you. You're supposed to tell me what to do, not the other way around. So if I'd have opened them up and you'd have gone, "Whoa, shut them," I'd have had to shut them because you're the skipper. I'm just saying. So that's what I did to you. But hell, it was bad.
Whatever.
We were
Trevor.
used to we used to double locks where you just wang all the paddles open and let all the water in,
Yeah.
and we just bob about and it's fine. Oh, cracky, no, we're not
Got
doing that.
thrashed to the back.
And it's taken us up the Hurlstone flight to really get that. In fact, Rembury
Yeah,
was
to
still
get back into the
getting to the swing of
single.
these single locks. One thing I did notice, which really weirded me out, and I did mention it on the camera at the time. Oh, sorry. Big lock at Middlewich. Why?
Oh, the one outside the pub?
Yeah, you've got a single lock at the top, then you've got big lock, and then you've got an aqueduct for a narrowboat. You couldn't get a Y-beam through it. Did they just have a Y-beam sat there? It's going back and forth.
Yeah, I just wanted it to all look impressive outside the pub.
I don't know. Answer us on a postcard. Let me know. I have no idea. It fair irked me. I was perplexed.
You went on about it for ages.
Did still am,
Ages.
still am, as you can tell, still am. But, yeah, what an awful waste of money. I mean, I'm assuming it's for.
This is what I've got to cope with. Is all the whinging and moaning.
Well, yeah.
and then they say women are bad.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It shouldn't happen. Anyway, so we got through there, which was quite our first single locks in 4 years.
Mhm.
They were the last ones we did as well.
Yeah.
So yes, we went through them,
Sorry.
and then we went through Middlewich and got ourselves through the Wardle Canal.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lovely video on the shortest canal on the network. You'll not see that.
You were an absolute. Can't say it.
But then we set off onto the Shropshire Union then, and we ended up at Coalpit Lane, which is where we met back up with Paul and Anthony, and I think it's Pat Nyling from Professor Pat Pending. All electric boats. So we saw them. Well, we're diesel. Proper boat was. The big letters. Anyway, we had a cracking night. There was also a cow went awry. A little calf got on the road, didn't it, as I was driving. So I had to go and sort that out as well.
Rescued it.
Yeah.
And you had a go on the quad, didn't you?
I did. I was on the back of a quad. It was quite good. Yeah. He was a bit fast, that farmer. I thought, I'm not insured for this. I'm sure I'm not insured to be sat on the back of this.
They're all mental farmers.
Yeah. But anyway, we got the cow back in the field, the calf back in the field. So that was that. And then we moved on a couple of days later up towards that marina, Venetian marina. Paul and Anthony were in Aqueduct. You'll have just seen their video yesterday towards, but they took their boat out of the water and had the singing prop fixed. So I'm going to record their singing prop and probably play it to him when I'm stood up back up.
That singing prop,
Yeah.
the mermaids are going to miss it now because it was just singing to all the mermaids and they're not going to be able to hear it anymore.
Right, there we are. So
Can you tell I'm tired and slightly euphoric?
on our route there, though, we did meet up with Heidi from the Narrowboat Pirate from the Rum Wench. She popped her head out to say hello and we had a chat. She's unfortunately not following us where we're going.
No, she's got her own.
Yeah, she's
expedition.
got her own plans. She's sailing around, cruising around wherever she needs to. We also saw. Then we got through to Venetian, moored there for a week or so, with our granddaughter Ellie. She came along, didn't she? Which was great. It was lovely, and she started helping with the locks. And after the second lock, she was professional at it. She was really good.
She's a tough little cookie.
Yeah.
Turning the paddles and what have you.
Yeah, she was, and she started to wane towards the end of the day, but it was quite a lot of locks. If we had the footage, you'd have seen how many she did.
Shut up!
And Otter's watching it now. Anyway, I've got a little bit of footage from that I've saved to my phone.
Go! Go on, girl, you can do it.
What's that noise?
Might be an aeroplane going over.
Must be a waterway. This it.
That far enough? That's it then. Good girl.
So I'll be putting that in little bits, probably breaking all this up. And we also, so we came off the Shropshire arm, the Middlewich arm of the Shropshire Union, onto the Shropshire Union. I think it's onto the Shropshire Union, and then up the Harecastle flight onto the Llangollen arm of the Shropshire Union Canal, because it's not really the Llangollen Canal, it's the
Montgomery?
no, it's the Shropshire Union.
Oh, is the Montgomery? That's a separate
I think a separate one. I don't know if that's part of the Shropshire Union as well. It probably is. But the Llangollen is an arm. It's not really. It's not its own canal. It's just people have just called it the Llangollen, from what I've read. Don't blame me. Shoot the messenger. So that is what this brings us to our plans. We went all the way up to Rembury, where the foam fell in the canal, was dropped and into the canal. Then Paul and Nancy came wading through a ton of mud.
Yeah,
burnt the tea and everything to come and pick
us
up, help us through the last locks. It was pitch black when we got there.
I know. It's so good.
And we moored up there, and I had a couple of pints in that pub there. I can't remember the name of the pub. But we had a couple of pints in there.
Oh, and then I had to shoe off, didn't I? Because, you
had to go off because of car swap things, and all that. So and then the following morning they left us, and we've been playing catch up ever since. Not quite caught up with them yet, but we are actually. That's what's coming next. Which with the next video is our travels on the Llangollen Canal, or the Llangollen Canal, or whatever it is.
What? Whoa.
Llangollen Canal. Llangollen. And my Welsh isn't great. So we're heading all the way up. We're going to do the Ponticilti and Jerk Aqueduct and the tunnel, which I'd forgotten there was a tunnel.
Yeah,
We're going to go over the Jerk, through the tunnel, over the Ponticilti, and then we'll end up at the basin for a day or two.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stay in the basin. It's going to be quite busy because there's a lot of YouTubers on there. So we're going to turn around and we're going to go and spend Christmas possibly on the Montgomery, wherever we can go on the Montgomery. I'd quite like to get to the end of the Montgomery. Then we can say we've done this canal to death. We've got to go on the Priest Arm. And I'm going to go on the Whitchurch Arm, which was where we're moored today. And it's a lovely arm.
Yeah.
Lovely little arm. The Whitchurch is a lovely little place, actually. It's quite a nice village.
Yeah, it's got a village vibe.
A lot of history. Well, it's a town probably, isn't it, really, now?
I don't know. Don't know.
Anyway, I'm going to try and find out a bit more information about the Whitchurch Arm, because it's only a couple of 100 metres long, and then it comes up. But there is a path leading into a large grassed area, and I'm assuming that was a basin. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna have a look at it and see that. And hopefully on our way back we'll spend a night on the Whitchurch Arm. There's a lovely boat on there, an Edwardian launch style boat.
Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
very nice.
Very, very pretty.
It's a bit like the Cape and Ray Arm though at Lancaster, isn't it? Where it's always full in it. There's always, because it's a nice little secluded, because it's a dead end.
Yeah. A very big winding hole in there.
Isn't it?
Yeah, must have been some big boats. Big boats on there. So I'm assuming that because at the moment it terminates just before a bridge, and you can tell that's the canal bridge. So you used to go further on through there. Anyway, well, I'll find out about that, and I'll maybe do a little video on the Whitchurch Arm, which I quite enjoy. So other than that, we've not got a lot of footage, have we really? We have done a cruise from Wrenbury to Whitchurch, which will be next week's. Well, it'll be the video before this one. And that one was quite a nice cruise as well. A lot of walking though.
Is that where you did all the walking?
I did all the walking, didn't I? I walked miles that day. And every time I tried to stop at a pub, it was shut. So.
Hang on a minute, I need to get my little violin.
Oh,
actually, it's in the car.
It's in the car. You're not walking all that way. No, it was horrible. It was too early, and then it did 12 till 2. I was like, oh, this is like the old days, this. Back in the day.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind. But you've been saying that pubs should go back to the old rules, where you've got to open at a certain time instead of all this whimsical.
All day. I don't want people.
Oh, you don't want it to shut at 2 and reopen at 7.
No, I want it to stay open.
Was it 7 the reopened?
No, it was. Was it 5:30? I think it was 12 till.
Because that's when all the wives got
12 till
depressed
3.
because they knew husbands would be home about 2:30. Yeah. And then they knew it was like, we can kick them all out again at whatever time.
I think it was 5:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30. When I was an apprentice, we used to have to drop one of the lads off at a pub on his way home. And then when the 11 till 11 rule came in, woohoo!
Party!
Then they banned drinking at dinner time on site.
It was across the board, really. A lot of places it become sinful.
Yes, it's not the best. So there we are. So our immediate plans are we're going to spend winter on the Golly. We've got Wrenbury flight is shut till the 24th of December, I think. So we're going to get all this what we can done. We've got to get back off the Ponticilti before the 6th of January because they're shutting the Ponticilti because they're going to drain it again because they've got an inspection to do, or they've got some repair works to do. They drained it last year, I think, as well. So so we've got to get off there, about to get down Castle, and then we've got a decision to make whether we go up to Chester or we go down to Middlewich. We quite fancy Chester, don't we?
I do. I fancy going to the zoo, parking up outside the, mooring up outside the zoo, and then going for a wander.
Yeah, so that's hopefully what will happen.
Maybe drag a grandchild along.
Yeah, or two maybe.
Or two. Ellie and Mimi.
Yeah, little Ellie and little Mimi. So we that's going to be, and then up to Chester, Ellesmere Port. Spend a bit of time there and then come back again. And then summer cruising plans, which we haven't even contemplated yet. We've got many things to get finished. We've got a lot of DIY to do. We're going to start painting the inside, make it brighter for winter, because we've had a really crappy weather and it's been dull as dreary days.
It has. It's been just really overcast, and
which hasn't done us any good really, has it?
Well, it doesn't me anyway, because I get that SADS thing. So, and as I'd said before, which you'd made a bugger up recording.
It's the camera's fault.
The weather bloke, whoever it was, had said that we've only had 18 minutes of sunshine over 14 days, which isn't a lot.
It's not really. And
we've had no solar, so you've had to take the power out to work to charge.
Solar's been really pitiful.
It has,
You're getting 2 watts, if that, coming through. Well, it's not the best, and we've got no trees around us. It's pretty much full sun.
It's just overcast, very
so
cloudy.
dull. And we found our leisure battery is knackered. The solar has kept it going all summer. It must have gone knackered this year sometime.
Must have.
We've had it 4 years, so it is due for replacement anyway.
Yeah, so the solar's just been trickle charging it, hasn't it, over summer?
Constantly. But
that's why you thought, actually, thinking back, because you said you wondered if the solar panel was buggered because it didn't seem to be charging the battery up full. And I bet you anything that's why. Yeah. It was doing all the charging. It's just the battery's not keeping hold of it.
Yeah, because we ran the engine until 6 o'clock. It's about 8:30 now, and I'm pretty sure when I switched the engine off, it was 95%, and by the time I switched everything off and turned everything down and done it all properly, it was down to 87%. So I'm pretty sure that battery's at it. I've got a spare that I'm going to try on tomorrow. I'll take that other battery out. I'll put the spare on, see if that's any better, and it'll hold us out until payday, and I can get another one. I'm not going lithium. No lithium in this boat. The only thing that's lithium is the power bank thing, because it's portable. We can take it away.
I'll be back.
It doesn't really affect our insurance because we don't really charge anything overnight on it. We leave it overnight on its own. So nothing's charging it. It's not charging anything. So that's that. But what I'm looking at is either a good lead acid battery or one of these sodium ion batteries, which are supposed to be the future. So they're like a salt battery, they call them. And that could be the way to go. They are apparently they're much more efficient than even the gel batteries.
Didn't we go on when we were at Cricks? Somebody was talking about.
No, I can't remember.
Who was it we were talking about?
It was. We were talking with Dave. Oops, sorry, I'm knocking the camera. We were talking with Dave because Dave has a lot of lithium batteries in his boat, which is the way everyone's been going over the last couple of years. Battery technology has come on, because when we first bought Laura, lithium was brand new, pretty much. There wasn't, they just didn't use it.
Well, that size of lithium, because you got like your little phones and stuff like that, but you didn't get.
And of course, there was the big.
I could be talking absolute.
No, well, there was the big who are about fires on narrowboats, insurance not being it, you're not being able to get insurance for it. But I think that's past now. I think if you do declare that you've got lithium ion, as long as it's installed to the manufacturer's guidelines and everything, apparently they're quite happy to insure it, but it has to be proven that it's properly installed. So I probably wouldn't get away with doing that. Whereas if I just drop a sodium ion battery in, it's just hook it up, screw it up. That's it, done. I don't have to do any changes at all to the electrical system. Apparently, it's just like having a lead acid battery. So I'm quite happy to do that. It should be okay. So that's and the other plans are we're just going to finish painting the boat out. I'm going to use the roof, wrists. Some floor paint is.
We like
for
to
metal.
go against the grain. Can you tell?
Yeah, and it's non-slip. I want the non-slip stuff because the non-slips. There we are. So, paint job at this moment in time, touch wood, is actually holding up really well. It's looking really quite good.
We just need those centre line doodah things.
Yeah, the
because
hooky things.
Where the centre line is,
It's rubbing the top
it's
edge.
rubbing the paint off.
So we were thinking about going for a light roof, but having had the sun low in the sky, the lighter the roof, the more glare. So I'm possibly going to go for a slate grey, I think. Slate grey.
Wasn't that what I said right at the very beginning?
It was, but I wanted to go monochrome.
Isn't it horrible when Mrs. is always right at the end of the day?
Well, you're not right. We're just choosing a different path.
You're so full of shit.
So that's what we got to do, and I've got some engine bits and bobs to do. My rocker cover, I think the gasket's not seated correctly because I'm spitting oil out when I rev hard. So yeah, pain in the bum. So I'll get that looked at and sorted. I should have done that this evening, but I had to run the engine because there was no power. So I'll do that. I'll have a look at that first thing in the morning, see if I can do it, and then we're ready to start the DIY internally. You've been emptying things out. We've been taking stuff away out
just
of the boat
to
make it easier for us to work on the boat. 'Cause when it's full of stuff, it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming as well, so we really need to get a move on.
Yeah, because I wanted it all painted before decorations and stuff go on.
Yeah, so we may well do the saloon, the lounge as we call it. We may well do the saloon first, which is a bit out of order, but it's, luckily it's paneling, vertical paneling, so we can stop at certain spots.
Oh, we can, can't we?
Don't matter.
So we can stop at a panel and it won't interfere with...
Yeah, so that's the main thing. So we may well just concentrate on the saloon first, get that done, and then we can decorate for Christmas, and we can be decorating in other areas at the same time, and it won't be as big a deal. Yeah. So other than that, how are you? Are you all right? Yeah. Comment. Tell us what you're up to, 'cause I don't really know. I am answering him now as well. I've answered 4 this month. Any big hellos to say to anyone?
I haven't got a clue.
No. Rob and Carol, Narrowboat Liberty. Hello. I spoke to Rob on Facebook yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's had a promotion. He's
Busy man.
Oh, we're a bit common now for him.
We're common for everybody, love.
He's So
we like to come in, lower the tone.
Yeah. So hopefully we can meet up with Rob and Carol fairly soon. I think they're still up at Barlick. They were going to set off, but the state of those locks and things, I don't think they can get out. I think they've shut the Wigan flight now, and it's all who are about everything going on.
Have they totally shut it again?
Yeah, they're doing some work on lock 77, I think.
Is that the one that was leaky when we went down? Oh,
no, that was 72.
Yeah.
What they're doing? Why they don't fix that big leak? Because the pound kept emptying every day. But there we are. For me, I don't know what CRT are doing. Hopefully, they're supposed to be doing some more work on the reservoirs up at Barlick and Colne, that area.
The problem is with big corporations like this. No, I'm not actually, because that's just a whole massive debate. No.
Don't get kicked off this water. Well, they'll order us off. They're opening a can of worms here, love.
I know. It's like,
So that's our plans. If you've got any plans, if you've got anything to do, we are on the Golly, and all the YouTubers are on the Golly as well. Well, a lot of them. Oh, I forgot about. I saw Gary as well from Chuggabug and his crew. just to wave. Didn't stop and chat. Didn't have time.
Oh, and who is it at the lock?
Oh yeah, Phil. Upon reflection, he come up. It's weird because we're on YouTube and we're a tiny channel. Don't have many views. Don't have many subscribers, and that's fine. But when someone comes along and knows who you are, it's kind of a bit right, okay. He knew me. I didn't recognise him at first.
Yeah, but sometimes when you see someone out the normal context you see him in...
Yeah, that's true, yeah, because he's much quieter than when he's on camera. I suppose I am. I'm a lot different when I'm on. No, I'm not, like, a different person. I'm just... Well, I'm talking to you as if I'm talking to people in the pub. But there's no one there. You know what I mean? I'm looking at a little camera.
I'm afraid with me, is what you see is what you get.
Yeah, but when somebody comes up to you and starts talking to you, I'm sort of like, oh, wow. And they know you, and they're like, oh, really enjoy it. Oh. Yeah. That's another person we met. I think it was Liz from Aqueduct Marina. She was having some... I may well have said it, but she was at Aqueduct, and she's having a tough time. I hope everything is now settled down and things aren't as bad. I think she had a bereavement of some sort.
That'll be on the camera that got dropped in the canal.
Oh, it will, that, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope, Liz, if you're watching, I hope everything's all right now.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up on our way back down, more than likely, hopefully. I tell you who I saw the other day. Oh, is it Emma? Remember we were on Aqueduct Marina, Aqua Vista, Glass and Dock. The girl with the V-bottomed narrowboat.
Oh, yeah.
She's nearly back in the water.
Is she?
Yeah. Disaster of a boat has been welded together again. The engine's been done. Everything's ready.
Where did you see her at?
She was at the garage. I was fixing. I was painting.
Oh, right, yeah.
Garage for John, because we're going to fix the diff on my car, fit a new one, and she just popped in. She must have ran the car, fixed it, what have you. And she said she's nearly back in water. She was going to go back in, but that big storm come along.
Yeah, sod that.
Yeah, we did. Oh, I still got the photograph of that big storm. That went down with the camera, but you did send it me, so that's all right. I've got that one. You'll see it.
What big storm?
We had that big storm. It was when we were at near just before Venetian Marina, just before Aqueduct.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was that you filmed.
It was me.
Obviously, the storm.
Me being blown about in the wind.
Oh, yeah.
So bonfire night was hard. Not much noise there.
We didn't go to any.
No, we didn't go on it, and there wasn't that many set off here. Tango's getting on a bit now, and it bothers him now. Never used to worry, did he?
No.
Now he's bothered a bit. He was a bit mithery, and
oh, you've touched him now. He wants fussing.
He came and sat on me a lot. Didn't like him. Doesn't like the. But it never used to bother him at all. Because I suppose when he was on a farm, so he was quite good with it, but not anymore. Bruiser, he never really liked it. He was pretty.
No, he was a bit of a scaredy pants, was Bruiser.
Yeah. There we are. So I think that's about it. Whatever you do, please like and subscribe. And comment as well, and bell icon thing and all. But I've enjoyed reading some of the comments. It's always been nice. I switched off the horrible ones, so I don't get any of them. I always get nice ones, which is lovely. And people always say they enjoy the video and things like that, which is nice. And I hope that our travels and our videos do bring joy to people, because that's what we do it for, to bring joy to people, and not to back our things up with the CRT when we get letters saying you haven't moved enough. Balls to you.
Oh, who's been controversial now?
I'm going to edit that bit. I better edit that bit out. Kick us off, canal. So, without further ado,
freedom of speech, can't do that.
let's not start that. Oh, Anyway,
Hmm.
I reckon we'll call it a draw for this one.
All right then.
Till next time.
I was waiting for that. He's such a
I'll do
massive
that one
girl.
again. So I reckon we'll call it a draw for this one. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Till next time.
Ta-ra.
Ta-da.
Do the pop pops wave. Ooh.